Alright, here we go, YouTube. Let's try another video. Let's see if I can go 2 for 2. I just recently realized that I had a video camera. I've been basically living in the Stone Age for the last few years with just an old crappy digital camera that isn't very effective. That's good for pictures, but has the video doesn't have any audio. That's what happens when you buy a $150 camera in a Blockbuster in 2005 or 2006. I could have probably bought something better on eBay for half the price, but there you go. What are you going to do when you make a bad choice? So, this is going to be round 2 of PLJT, Peter Lawrence, Joseph Talarico, but basically just Peter. From Ramsey, New Jersey, Bergen County, suburb of Manhattan, I guess. It's just a dedicated video. I've been playing a lot of poker for like 4 or 5 years. I'm not a high stakes player, you know, but I just find I like PLO the best for sure. PLO is definitely the best poker game there is, and I just like losing to backdoor flush draws, and I like never really being a true huge favorite on the flop or even on the turn. You know, I love losing to runner quads and, you know, runner full houses and stuff. I'm not saying I always lose. I'm probably slightly above break-even player at these stakes. I play these $1 sit and goes because I just tilt too much when I play, like, you know, 25 cent, 50 cent, or 50 cent dollar. I mean, I've had some good swings upward, but even watching, you know, looking at highstakesdatabase.com, you see like Gus and Zygmunt and DURR. I mean, they play PLO and they lose millions sometimes on a bad week. And I want to play PLO and actually have the fun and learn how to play, but I don't want to go broke because I have a waiter job in New Jersey where I make about $500 a week, and it's just, it doesn't seem like I don't think, truthfully, I'm a winning player on a deep level. I've won some donkaments for a few thousand, but ultimately I think I'm probably a break-even or losing player. So I just sit here and grind these $1 sit and goes basically for fun. I mean, when you play money, no one tries, and when you play $1, people actually try, even though it's only $1. My little brother doesn't really play with it. He says, how could anyone play seriously for $1? Well, I think the difference is if you're playing 500, 1,000, or $1, you want to play to win. But when you're playing for play money, you just ship it every hand. So we'll see what happens. See if I can make a better video for YouTube and see if I can pwn. I got a pretty weak hand, a 410, deuce 3 with clubs. I flop a pretty vulnerable hand. I mean, I might as well lead out because he could have like 5 high, but I'm not too happy getting in a big race here. If I get raised, I'll probably just fold. But then again, there are 8-9s, Jack 8s. There are hands that I can beat here, but I just don't have that many ways to improve. Consequently, if he doesn't have a 10 or a 7 or an overpair or hearts or an 8-9, he's likely to fold the hand himself. So now I pick up the 8-9 queen ace offsuit, all rainbow, which is on the button it's relatively strong, but on this board it's quite weak. So I'm just gonna check back, man. I have no, you know, now I have an open, now I have a gutter ball straight draw with the ace of hearts, so it limits a little bit of his flushes. But let's see what he says to that. He's probably gonna raise me here, and here, you know, just even if I have the ace of hearts in my hand and I'm I mean, if I had the ace of hearts in my hand and I have a straight or at least an open-ended or a wrap, then I might go with it. But here, where I just got a gutter ball to possibly a hand that's already dead, I don't see the point. So here I make a raise with kind of a weak hand with a dangler. I flop second pair with a decent flush draw, and it's definitely worth a bet. And even if I get raised, I might play back. Yeah. You know, it's just, I'm playing every flush draw pretty aggressively unless I think otherwise. I mean, unless there's a very high likelihood he has a set, I'm playing my flush draws relatively aggressively. I don't like to bet these paired boards with top pair too much, too aggressively, because I find it difficult to play back when I don't have flush draws. Like here, I think in the high stakes, people might actually like just shove here with like ace king of diamonds. But these stakes, players play pretty ABC, man. If the guy didn't have a set there or an overpair or ace three, I would be some kind of three. I would be really surprised. I mean, once in a while, I got kings. It's kind of like it's gonna be difficult for me to fold this, but it's likely that this guy has aces. Well, I'm gonna go with it. Yep, he has aces and diamonds. And he hits it. There you go, I go busted. Well,